Angst means fear or anxiety. The word angst was introduced into English from the Danish and Dutch word angst and the German word Angst. It is attested since the 19th century in English translations of the works of Kierkegaard and Freud. It is used in English to describe an intense feeling of apprehension, anxiety, or inner turmoil. In other languages such as Danish, Dutch and German, the word angst is not a loanword as it is in English, but has been in existence long, and is used regularly to express fear. In German, the technical terminology of psychology and philosophy distinguishes between Angst and Furcht in that Furcht is a negative anticipation regarding a concrete threat, while Angst is a non-directional and unmotivated emotion. In common language, however, Angst is the normal word for fear, while Furcht is an elevated synonym. In other languages having the meaning of the Latin word paver, the derived words differ in meaning, for example as in the French anxieux copyright tar copyright and peur. The word angst has existed since the 8th century, from the Proto-Indo-European root ang, restraint from which Old High German angus developed. It is precognate with the Latin angustia, tensity, tightness, and anger, choking, clogging. Compared to the ancient Greek a 1/4 I cubed I per mil strangle. Existentialism. In existentialist philosophy the term angst carries a specific conceptual meaning. The use of the term was first attributed to Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard. In the concept of anxiety, Kierkegaard used the word angst to describe a profound and deep-seated condition. Where animals are guided solely by instinct, said Kierkegaard, human beings enjoy a freedom of choice that we find both appealing and terrifying. Kierkegaard's concept of angst reappeared in the works of existentialist philosophers who followed, such as Friedrich Nietzsche, Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger, each of whom developed the idea further in individual ways. While Kierkegaard's angst referred mainly to ambiguous feelings about moral freedom within a religious personal belief system, later existentialists discussed conflicts of personal principles, cultural norms, and existential despair. Music. Existential angst makes its appearance in classical musical composition in the early 20th century as a result of both philosophical developments and as a reflection of the war-torn times. Notable composers whose works are often linked with the concept include Gustav Mahler, Richard Strauss, Claude Debussy, Jean Sibelius, Arnold Schoenberg, Alban Berg, Francis Poulenc, Dmitri Shostakovich, Bar copyright La Barta Cubed K, and Krzysztof Penderecki. Angst began to be discussed in reference to popular music in the mid to late 1950s amid widespread concerns over international tensions and nuclear proliferation. Jeff Nuttall's book Bomb Culture traced angst in popular culture to Hiroshima. Dread was expressed in works of folk rock such as Bob Dylan's Masters of War and A Hard Rain's a Gonna Fall. The term often makes an appearance in reference to punk rock, grunge, nu metal, and works of emo where expressions of melancholy, existential despair or nihilism predominate. See also. References, Merriam-Webster.com, Angst, Dictionary.com Angst, Online Etymology Dictionary, Angst, Furcht, and Angst in the DUDEN, ABHTTP, www.freedictionary.com/. Angst, Marino, Gordon. The Danish Doctor of Dread. New York City, The New York Times. Retrieved May 18, 2013. External links, the dictionary definition of angst at Wiktionary.